Boo.
Ah. Don't do that. Scare me. Hi. You need to chill with that. Need to relax. Hi. How's everyone doing? First time catching a live stream. Hi! I hope you enjoy your time here. It feels like Saturday, so I'm not doing well. What do you mean? Saturday's the day of feeling good. It feels like Saturday. I have my window open. Yes, dude, yes. Oh, okay, so you're saying it's a Tuesday, but... So, like, you... I kind of still don't really know what you mean. Like, you're yearning for Saturday, but it is Tuesday, and so you're sad. Yeah, I got the window open. It's very comfortable out. Saturday is a long week ahead. Yeah. It's my Saturday. Well, I hope you enjoy your Saturday. Oh, dude, yeah, it was really nice yesterday. I took 2 walks yesterday. 2! Sorry, I had to calm down. I took 2 walks yesterday. It's kind of sad because I was like, I'm not going to stream on Monday because the weather's going to be really nice and I want to go out and enjoy it. And don't get me wrong, I like a good walk, but all I did was take 2 walks, which was nice. I just wish that when I was, I don't know, thinking of ideas for things to do on the nice weather day that we're gonna get, I was like, well, I can take a walk. What else can I do? Well, I can take another walk. There's not a whole lot here where I live for me to do to take advantage of such a nice day. It's kind of sad, but I do feel like at least I was happy to take 2 walks. I would have liked to walk with purpose, you know, like walk somewhere to do things, but no, it was just like idle walking around my apartment, which was nice. It's just nice to feel the sun, but I don't know. I hope wherever we move in June is nice. 10 days until I find out where I'm going to spend the next 5 years of my life. Kind of scary. Scary.
Yo, yo, yo.
Thanks, Friskiest Biscuit, for the Prime. I appreciate that. Enjoy your emotes and enjoy your ad-free viewing. Thank you. Do you ever daydream to music while walking around? I don't really listen to music on walks because I get really paranoid that a car is honking at me and my music's too loud. And I'm about to be, like, slammed into because somebody's brakes don't work or something. And so they're honking at me to be like, yo, you might want to get out of the way. It's not realistic, but I don't know. I daydream with my own idle thoughts, really. Almost decision day for Bonnie? Well, it's not her decision. An algorithm is deciding for her, which is kind of the scary part, you know? Is that we submitted a rank list of places that we want to go, but ultimately the algorithm determines which one we get. That's the scary part. There's 10 potential places that I could be moving to in June. In case you don't know the situation. Yeah, 10 places that an algorithm will decide that that she matches into residency for medical school. Determined by an algorithm. And it is revealed where that is on the 20th. 10 days from now. And wherever you get is where you're going to spend the next 5 years to complete that residency. So that's what's going on. It's a bit nerve-wracking. And during my walks yesterday, I think about where we were going to end up. And how, I mean, it kind of can't be much worse than this. But this, where I live now, really stinks. So, most likely, it'll be better. But there's obviously ones that I'm hoping it is more than others. I won't really talk about specifically where those are. Because it's none of your business. But, I mean, I don't know. Will you reveal where you live now after you move? No, I will not, because... No. No. Do I need to explain? Anyway. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're all doing well. Not chat asking you to dox yourself. And it's like, well, I won't live there anymore. Well, bro, it's like you could still find out information about me. Full address reveal when? Yeah, maybe. I might open up a P.O. box. Are all 10 places all over the country? Not all over the country, but they range a decent, distant span. But I'm not going to be going to, like, California. I think the furthest place away is in Florida, which is a decent distance away, but... yeah, we'll see. Anyway, how's everyone doing today? It's Animal Crossing New Leaf. It's the fireworks show. We're celebrating finishing New Leaf today. We certainly should anyway. Because all that we have left is the back room and the secret storeroom. The back room being paid off with interest and the secret storeroom being paid off with mushrooms. Neither of which should take too long because interest is really good at making money. You missed the dung beetle earlier. Nah, he was like crawling around before I started stream. I was actually the first one to see him among all of you. Anyway, yeah. Interest should be pretty strong. I did do some research on it. Dag, are you crazy? What do you mean? I did do some interest on it, and as it turns out, you can't... This is just like how City Folk worked, where you can't use the in-game clock. You have to use the system clock to time travel for interest. Otherwise, the game does not... It doesn't give you anything if you use Isabelle. But that's okay, because it's not like if I get it wrong, I'm punished for it, like turnips. So it's okay. No problem. I did figure out how to change the system clock in the emulator, so we should be able to do that. And then the secret storeroom is really only 158,000 bells, which mushrooms are decently profitable. If you get the rare ones, and if you sell the mush furniture, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. So, is the system clock day, month, year, or month, day, year? I think it's month, day, year, like how normal people do it. You know, Americans, normal people, right? There's no more normal people out there than the Americans, right? Yeah, anyway, hi. I hope everyone's doing well today. What's on the shirt? It's a hockey team. It's a hockey team. It's a sports shirt. Bet you regret asking now, don't you? Finally joined the stream. Has the nightly visitor come yet? Not yet. Not yet. I'll let you know, though. You'll be the first to know. We're 76 hours, 4 minutes, and 49 seconds into this. And our current debt is the back room. I put all the debts total together, because we're going to do the same thing with turnips. With interest as we did with turnips, where we pay them all off pretty much at the same time. Once we have enough money, and we need 1,444,000 bells to pay off all 3 backroom debts. And then, that's that. Yeah, I gotta turn the light on. There we go. I don't know if that's any better at all, but whatever. The light is on now. But whatever. Alright, so. I also made a little interest calculator. You can't see it. If I move it to like, if I copy it and move it to like, here, can you see it? Almost. Here. Alright, almost. Here. There we go. Alright, there's my little interest calculator here. So, we put what we have in our ABD here, which I don't know what that is right now. I'll take a look at that. And then the cell to the right of that calculates what 0.5% of that is, because that's what your monthly interest is, and then how many years it takes to get to 99,999, which is the maximum amount of interest that you can get. So this isn't correct right now, because I don't think I have 20,000. I was just using it as an example, but I will go check that right now and go see how much we have. Let's first get the timer started here, and then close that. Go check our bank account. We should have, I think, 39 in there. 39 illegitimate bells that I earned through a method that is illegal because I sold fruit, and selling fruit is none of these methods. So a little bit illegal to have those 30, well, it's not illegal to have them. It's illegal to use them to pay off debt. So I don't really know how to get rid of just 39 bells, though. Right? I should have just 39 in here. Yeah. So, does anyone know what to do with these 39? Because I have no idea. I kind of just don't want to manage them. The piggy bank. Yeah, I can't, but I can't just get a piggy bank, though, you know? Eat them. I thought you sold a cyclomatostag to Leela. I did. It's not selling to Leela is the illegal method. It's the fact that I sold bananas, and selling fruit is not... Drop them in your house. See, the thing is, you can't... Any amount under 100, you can't put into a bag. You can't put into a bag. That's why this is a pain in the ass, is because you can't do anything with an amount less than 100. So you can't plant them in the ground, you can't leave them on the floor, you can't drop them in the house, you can't gift them, to my knowledge. So, can you buy something worth about that? I don't know what would be worth 39 bells. Okay. Sell more so that it is 100, and then bury them. Yeah... Maybe. But then even still, the 39 will be left over, though. Like, if I sell something for 100 and I have 139, I can bury the 100, but I can't bury the 39. That's the thing. Sell 61 bells of fruit. Make it 100, and then that's the crime fee. Is anything at Able Sisters 39? Try that or buy something to cancel it out. I don't think there's anything I can do, frankly.
Hey why are you an hour early today, Dag?
Daylight savings. Also April Fools. I was just actually... Forget daylight savings. I'm just pranking you. I wanted to go an hour early live today. Just to prank you. April Fools. I'm just kidding. Thanks for the 36 months, Bella. I appreciate it. Enjoy your emotes and enjoy your ad-free viewing. That's a 55 stream watch streak, Frozen Celestine. Dude, honestly... Raise your hand if you don't give a shit if I use the 39 bells, alright? Raise it. Alright, how about this? How about this? Actually, forget that. Don't do that at all. How about I just get the amount that I need? If I end up with 1,444,039 bells, I'll just take out the 1,444,000. But then I guess we are making interest off of it. But whatever. Alright, raise your hand if you don't give a shit. Raise your hand if you don't give a shit. It's only 39 bells, right? We're just going to have to deal with it because there's no easy way to dispose of 39 bells. All right. So I don't care. Most of you probably don't care. YouTube commenters, do you care? No. So who cares, right? I'm going to deposit all my money, which is 4,889. That gives me 49.28 total. So 49.28. If I plug that into the interest calculator here, 4928. Sorry. 4928. 0.5% of that is 25, meaning that it would take 338 years of time traveling with the system clock to get the maximum amount of interest of 99,999. So I think that... I think that we're gonna maybe hit my money rock and get a little bit more money before we start time traveling to make it a little bit easier on ourselves. So that we can maybe... Because the 3DS system clock only goes from 2000 to 2050. It doesn't have 338 years of range with which to be able to do this. So why don't I make this a little bit easier on myself and like hit my money rock to put in an extra like 16 grand and then make it just a little bit easier on myself. Thank you, Filthy Casual, for the tier 1. I appreciate that. Enjoy your emotes and your ad-free viewing. Thank you. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna go hit my money rock. How about that? And then we're gonna make a real mess of this town. I'm hoping that my town being a mess does not affect mushrooms too much. The only thing I can think is that if there's a weed underneath a tree, then a mushroom won't spawn. I don't have any tools. Where are all my tools? Is this a shovel? It is a shovel. Nice. That's the only thing I'm worried about, because we are going to make a real mess of this town. But we'll see. We'll just have to see. I don't know. Whatever. That's later, Dagnel problem. What is this Jolly Tune? This is New Year's Day. Specifically, I think that this one plays within the first hour of the new year ticking over, because it's currently 12:23 a.m. on January 1st of 2012. So this is what plays for the New Year's. It's very good, though, you are right. Hello, Pillium. Can't sell Pillium right now, and I don't have a net, so whatever. Who cares? Hey, Mr. Dagnel, if you were a furry, what would your fursona be? Yeah, I'd probably be like a fucking, like, yeah, I don't know. I'd probably be like a... yeah, I might be like a fucking... Comprende? Maybe like a Pillium. Yeah, I don't really think that that's like a furry, though. Are Pilliums furry? I don't really think so. Or like a dung beetle. No, I probably wouldn't be a dung beetle, no. Off topic, what's your cat's color? That's actually strangely on topic for this question. He's a black and white tuxedo cat. I don't know if you were asking that because somebody asked me if I was a furry, what furry would I be? Or if that was a question that was... Oh, I got that hive there still. I gotta sell if I want. Alright, wait. One of these is fake. It's that one. Alright, I can't sell the gem right now because nobody's open, but I'll keep that in mind for next time. Yeah, I got damn Pilliums everywhere. That's actually, yeah, pretty on-topic question, actually. Tuxedo cat. Yeah, a tuxedo cat. That's what they call them, right? I think you would be a penguin. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I would say I'd never contemplated the question, but I've actually been asked that about 5,000 times in my streaming career, so I actually have thought about it. You could be a scaly. I don't like that word. Not, like, nothing wrong with it. I don't like the mouthfeel of that word, so I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna graciously decline being a scaly. Sorry to the scalies in chat, though. Alright. Plus what I have in there, plus 16,100. See where that puts me at. I still stand by you being an otter if you were an animal. That's pretty damning, because I am wearing a shirt right now with an otter on it. It says it's the Otters, but it's a hockey team. It's not because I have an affiliation towards the animal. I like them. They're pretty cool. But, yeah. I'm kind of backing myself into a corner with everything that I say, though. It's kind of one of those situations where I should probably just shut up, huh? Which is actually probably most situations. Alright, hey, anyway, let's add 16,100 onto here. And now we're up to 21,028 bells, which now, if we pull this out, 21,028 is 105 bells every month, meaning that now we only need 79 years of time traveling to get the maximum amount. So, being that the 3DS's system clock range only goes from... Well, and you know what? I actually think it might be less, because I think the in-game clock has an even smaller range. So, if because I think New Leaf's clock starts at January 1st, 2012, and probably goes through 2050. So, really, we're kind of only working with, like, what, 38 years? How about we just do it? How about we just go to 2050 and see how much we get? And then try to keep rolling it from there and then seeing. Thanks, my grand plan for the 55 stream watch streak. Yeah. So anyway, I think we'll just do it. This calculator isn't strictly necessary. It's just kind of a fun exercise that I decided to do because, yeah. But anyway. Yeah. So let's just go into the... Let's save and quit. Go into the system clock. Go as far forward as we can. And then... Wrong thing. And then just do it. Alright. Thank you and have a nice day. I'm supposed to be sleeping, but this is more important. You can sleep and watch the stream. Is the last couple of bills to pay before New Horizons? Yes, indeedy it is. Yeah, if everything goes to plan today, like this interest works as I think, then we should be able to stop emulation. Then we should... I'm just closing my 3DS. This is the screen that shows up when you close your 3DS. Because, you know, you never know what the screen of your 3DS looks like until you, you know, open it and use it, right? So it's kind of like... You would never know, right? You would never know. Like, but this is actually what goes on the inside of your 3DS. Your very real and legitimate 3DS. This is what happens. All right. So we're going to go to 2050, December 1st. Assuming that this is the right... formatting of the dates, because I don't actually really know. But let's go to, yeah, 2050, December 1st. Let's do it at noon. Why won't it let me type in 1, 2? It just... Okay, whatever, dude. Okay, very interesting. Whatever. All right, now, open it back up, and we should be in 2050 now. Let's see. If there's a bunch of weeds in the little preview menu screen here, then we'll know that we did it. That doesn't look like that many weeds. Let's see what Isabel says concerning. November 30th, 2023. How did you go to November 30th of 2023? From... Eh? And why is it 4:59 p.m.? How did you get any of these numbers? I mean, that is, I think, 11 years forward from where we were. So, I'm going to play it and see how much interest that got me. But... yeah, it's been forever since I showed up. Lady, you're not kidding. Okay, well, let's see what my interest says. Wow, 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 wow. I didn't even get anything. I just got a letter from Aurora saying that it's her birthday. What? Shut up, Leaf. He's sleeping. Alright, did I get anything? Did anything happen? She said that it's been a long time. So, it must have went sometime forward. I'm very confused. 3DS is a little funky. $21,028. It's exactly what I had last time. But I definitely went forward, though, using the system clock. There must be something I'm not understanding about this system clock here. Dude, I'm just gonna take a look through the system settings here. Clock. I set the system clock to 2050, December 1st at 1 a.m. I don't know how it got to that date after doing that. I really don't. But, okay, maybe there's something I'm missing here. By the way, I'm using Citra. If anyone has any helpful tips that they can use to help me, like they can like research and try to help me find online while I try to work this out. Does the Citra clock not go as far, maybe? I went further with the system clock on Citra than the game did, which is sort of the issue. And also, the game didn't give me anything, despite the fact that I time traveled with system time, and not in-game time. That's sort of my confusion. So if I go back here, because there's 2 clock options here. What I might end up just doing is... Alright, let me see something real quick. If this is right, then we should be in today real time. So March 10th, 2026, 1:30 p.m. No. No, we are not, because it is not the middle of the night. It is once again New Year's. It seems like the game like freaks out and just goes to New Year's. How very strange. Alright, let me try one thing real quick. This debt's never getting paid like this. I think we just got to get it figured out. Yeah, January 1st, 2012. That's exactly where we were when we started the stream today. So what if I manually set the time in-game to what it is right now, this very moment in real life? 3/10/2026. On a Tuesday, and it's 1:31 p.m. Hello, Bonnie. How's work going? Yes, that is the actual IRL real time today. And then I'm going to try change... If this syncs up, as I think it hopefully will, I'm going to try changing my computer clock and seeing what that does. Because that's... I'm avoiding it. That's good. Wow, that's what it looks like right now. And no mail, so no letters saying, hey, it's been 1 month since you got your debt. So I'm gonna clear out my... I really don't think it's like... My personal letterbox should not be indicative of... It should not make it so that my letters don't come. That's a funny day/time to pick as the default. Well, the 3DS came out in what? Well, this game came out in 2012 in Japan, 2013 in America, and everywhere else. So it kind of makes sense. Like, you would never legitimately be before that date, so it kind of makes sense in-game. But I think that the fact that the 3DS system clock goes to a different range of times than the in-game clock is kind of throwing this off a little bit. By the way, I'm not going to use any of these items. I'm just going to drop them in case you were worried. Although, what is that hat? Werewolf hood. Fuck you. Right after the furry question. The max date clock in New Leaf is December 31st, 2050. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a perfect orange. Oh, damn. I didn't know you could just get those. Also, who keeps sending me 10 grand? I'd love to use that, but, like, golly, I can't. So let me drop all this next to Leaf, who is here again.
Dude.
Yo.
It's been 5 months since you looked at me.
That's kind of crazy. Thank you, Teddy, for the 5 months. I appreciate that. Enjoy your emotes and enjoy your ad-free viewing. Okay, but anyway, pockets are cleared, mailbox is clear. The date in-game right now is the same as the system clock, which is now reading my computer clock. So I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit silly here, and I'm going to change my system computer clock, like my actual computer, to 2050 and hope that my computer does not explode. If my computer if the stream suddenly goes offline after I do this, you will know why. I'm going to set it to 2050, March 10th. So same day and month, but a year that is far in the future. And I'm going to save and quit, close the emulation, and boot it back up and see if the game is the same as what I set my system clock to. Computer, I think you mean 3DS. I don't even know if I should even pretend, to be honest with you, at this point. Because, dude, look at the screen. Is that a 3DS? No, come on now. No. Alright, whatever. Is it March 10th, 2050 in-game? No, this is like brighter green grass. This isn't even the same month. What is it doing? What is this game doing? Wait, hang on. What did you say? What did you just say to me? Wait, it did say it was 2050. Oh, wait, no, that's right. Yeah, wait, no, that's right. It is right. Why did the grass change so much then? Oh, hang on. Alright, well now let me restart it, because I don't know if going into the system clock... I don't know if doing that, made it so that, I don't know, like, I went into the in-game clock, and so it's like, we're not going to give you interest now. Let me just make sure that that didn't happen. Yeah, maybe it's global warming. You change the system time / emulator time, and then you sync it up with the settings by Isabel. Yeah, okay, so I did do that. Now let me see if I got my interest. How are we going to replicate to go past 2050? We're not. We're going to go back, and then we're going to go forward again. Is the plan. Alright, I have mail. That's good news. Is it from the bank? It is from the post office. Alright, hang on. Maybe we figured it out here. Let me actually toss all these, because we're going to be getting a lot of mail doing this. So, better just do it now. Alright, so hang on now. Can't believe these people are still alive. 30,240 bells. Alright, yeah, I mean, that's about what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting the max. But now that we have 30,240 bells, what's that put our total amount at? Because whatever my total amount... Boys, you are still alive? What a... Oh, science is incredible in 2050. Alright, so take what we have now and see how many years now we have to go forward. Dag, YouTube chat isn't showing up on screen. YouTube chatters, can you chat so that I can see if that's true or not? Because sometimes YouTube chat's just delayed. Maybe it's not showing up on screen because... Do you think my system clock, changing my system clock messed it up? Yeah, no, it's not showing up, even though, like, the source is shown. Okay, well, maybe we gotta... Dude, I genuinely think, like, every time I change the system clock on my computer, it, like, breaks things. Really, I think it does. Whatever, though. The sacrifices of doing this. Alright, so now we're at 51,268. So... 51,268. Hi. Thank you. Little Google Gemini pop-up that pops up and makes it so that I can't actually type. Oh no, it's because I'm not connected to the spreadsheet anymore. Dude, what the fuck? Why is shit getting broken? Alright, whatever. You know what? We don't need the spreadsheet. I can't type into it because I have a little box in the bottom left that says trying to connect. As if, like, me changing my system clock is now desynced from me using my Google Sheet. It's really, like, changing my computer clock messes everything up. It's exploding everything. I can't even use my stupid spreadsheet anymore, man. But whatever. We don't need to. I just wanted to use it to see how many days we have to go forward. We don't really need that. Now I think we just go back with the time. And we... Yeah, we bring it back to the real time with my system clock. You broke the universe. Like, literally, like, the fucking doctor from Doctor Who is gonna come busting in my door being like, bro, what are you doing? Alright. And if I reset... I wonder, do I even need to reboot the game for it to acknowledge that the time changed, I wonder? Like, if I got... What's Isabel gonna say here? If I do, then no problem. But if I don't have to close the game, then that would be easier. Yeah, okay, so she still says it's 2050. So we're gonna hit that with a restart here, and then that should now update to go back to the day and time it is now. YouTube went bankrupt in 2042. Man, I hope I'm fucking retired by then. How old will I be in 2042? 46. That's not really retirement age, actually. Alright, March 10th, 2026, and it's 1:39 p.m. Perfect. Alright, so now we just load in once. And since we went backwards, nothing should be different. I should have the same amount of bells in my ABD. And then we just keep going back and forth between March 10th, 2026 and March 10th, 2050. And then hopefully eventually we get enough in our bank account to where we start to max it out instead of getting 30,000 like we did last time. But for now, go into my system clock, set it, March 10th, 2050. Change. Very good. Save. And then restart the emulation after it saves. YouTube chat is back. There you go! YouTube chat comes back when I put my system clock back. Look at that! That's not a coincidence. That cannot be a coincidence. That cannot be a coincidence. That literally for some reason, YouTube chat disappears when my clock is desynced from the real time. That is so strange. Why? Like, actually, though, why? That is so strange. Did I, like, confirm something after the loading screen there? Alright, March 10th, 2050, 1:40 p.m. Yes. And are they going to disappear again now that I set it to 2050? Or wait, no, you're still there. Whatever. Wait, hey, who's complaining? Alright, now what do we get? Sherry. I don't like you, Sherry, for reasons that we've established already. Alright, another letter from the post office, and this time we're up to 73,728. So next time, we should definitely be at 99,999. So, folks, now we just keep sitting here and doing this. Now we're going to go back, and then we're going to go forward, and then we're going to go back, and then we're going to go forward. And eventually we don't have to go all the way to 2050 pretty soon. We shouldn't have to do that. But, like, once we get enough money, we should only need to go, like, 1 month ahead at a time instead of a whole, you know, couple of decades. But let's just do this for a little bit, build up the amount of money that's in the account, and then worry about that later. Did you have a good day outside yesterday? Yeah, I was talking about it. It was a nice day outside. And so I took a couple of walks. Because that's all that there is to do in my... Yo. Fucking one-horse town. This bumpkin town. Thank you, Cha-Cha-Chilaga, for the 2 months. I appreciate that. Enjoy your emotes and enjoy your ad-free viewing. How the hell did somebody move in today? I went backwards in time. Yeah, so no mail today. Change the time, again, to 2050. And with any luck... Well, it shouldn't be luck, but... With any luck, we should have 99,999 more bells in our bank account after we time travel again. It's crazy that we're closer to 2050 than 2000. Yeah, but, like, also watch TV footage from 2000 and you're like, damn, that shit looks like it's from the 80s. Feels like forever ago. Dagnel definitely broke the universe. Yeah, it's like raining literal cats and dogs outside. Something really got messed up in the time sphere. Oh well. Just doing time crimes. The switch to digital was wild. You guys remember doing that? The switch to digital? When you kept getting those commercials or those, like, warnings that were like, hey, service is going to be discontinued unless you get a digital cable box. You can get this converter from Best Buy But yeah, you probably want to like make the switch pretty soon here. You ever walk so long that you forgot how to walk? No, I can't say I have. 99,999. Bingo. All right. So, if we have to do 1,444,000, now, I mean, minus maybe a couple, because we already did do a couple of months to get to this point, we probably only need to do that, like, 12 or 13 more times before we have the amount that we need. So yeah, now let's go back in time. And then now that I can go back in time, then I can update my spreadsheets to see how many years we need to go forward now. Hopefully it's not all of them.
Hola.
Hola.
La la.
La la. He doesn't really have the gusto to do, like, how you wanted it done, but I'll do it for you. La la. Thank you, Russo Goob, for the 36 months. I appreciate that. Enjoy your emotes and enjoy your ad-free viewing. Thank you. La la. Never heard of this method before. It really is not that helpful in New Leaf when beetles were just the far superior method of making money. And turnips, if you had time. So, you didn't really need to do it, but it was more popular back in the days of Wild World and City Folk. So now I'm going to check my bank account real quick, just to see where I'm at. And then we'll see how many years we need to go forward now. But yeah, this method, especially with how apparently convoluted it is, I didn't realize, is really not all that useful in comparison to just doing palm tree beetles on Tortimer Island. But in Wild World and City Folk, this was kind of a goated way of making money, if you didn't mind making a real mess of your town. Yeah, so now I have 224,995. So now we can pull this up, and now that I am synced with the real world, Google Sheets stops freaking out. So we have 224,995, which means 0.5% of that every month is 1,125, meaning that now we only need to go 7 years ahead to get the maximum amount. However, that 7 years is rounded, so yeah, because you see it's 7.4. So reality, it's like 7 years and 3 months. Or no, it'd be like 7 years and 5 months or something like that. So I think just to be safe, we'll go 8 years ahead is what we'll do. So yeah. Uh-oh, YouTube chat? Speak to us, YouTube chat. Is YouTube chat gone? I guess that's just going to happen. So yeah, now we only need to go 7 years ahead at a time. So instead of going to 2050 and then back, now we can go to, what's 7 years from now? 2034. And then after that, we might only need to go 5 years ahead. So then 2041, and then 2044, and then you get the idea. So that'll be nice. It makes it go just a little bit faster. Okay, so 7 years forward now in my system clock. 8 years, I actually mean. So 2034. And now everything's going to freak out. My computer, you can't hear it. My computer starts humming pretty loudly whenever I change the system clock. I think because, like, genuinely, it's because it's messing it up in some way. Like, it's... I'm sure somebody could give me the actual explanation for it. But yeah, changing the system clock makes my computer start whirring, and I'm kind of like, geez, please don't explode or anything. We spawned in. Oh, there you are. Maybe it's not related to the time changes, but I don't know. It was way too much of a coincidence that it dipped out when I changed the system time. That's just really weird. YouTube chat also is just kind of inconsistent in general, though, with showing up on the screen. Hey. Hey, I set it to 2034. No, I didn't. For some reason, it got changed back. I think because me using my controller while having Windows settings open made it so that it changed it back to whatever. Fine. It's fine. Using an Xbox controller with your Windows settings open means that you're going to end up changing something on accident. It's really stupid, because they're like, ow, use your Windows controller. I think I should probably close Steam, is probably why I should... That might fix it, I really don't know. But I'm going to close Steam. But there we go. Now we're in 2034 as intended. Just Windows 11. Also, apparently my version of Windows 11 is no longer supported. Bro, didn't you support Windows XP until like 2022 or something like that? Why is my version of Windows 11, the current version of Windows, not supported anymore? I got a pop-up earlier today saying that. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean it's not supported anymore? You got shit from Windows... You got data systems using Windows XP that were set up in like 2008. What are you talking about? People actually use XP. Why did I go in here? The geese are back, dude. They're honking outside my window. Oh, I guess I never confirmed my house expansion, so I guess it was something I had to do eventually. Come in here. Now my chat on YouTube is entirely disconnected, bro. What? Unable to connect to chat. Please try again later. Alright, YouTube chat, be warned. I cannot see anything you post now. I can't see anything YouTube posts now. Wait, why am I doing this? All I had to do was check my mail. Why am I stupid, dude? We are hidden again. Okay, that's weird. You're on screen, but I can't... It's weird. Like, my box on... This... I'm never changing my system clock again after this. I'm never changing my system clock ever again after this. It breaks everything. Thanks, Polize. Thanks for the 7 months. I appreciate it. Enjoy your emotes and your ad-free viewing. Thank you. Alright, another 99,000 bells to Dagnel. Alright, and now with another 99,999 added to that. That should be 324,000. What was it? 324,994. Which means now I only need to go 5 years ahead. Browser for proof. So now we only need to go 5 years ahead. So, if that is 2034, then we need to go to 2039 now. I'm going to go 2040, just to, again, make sure that it's not a rounding error. From what I know, the Citra set time clock method might work on Tomodachi Life that bypasses 24-hour... See, I did that at first, but it didn't work, and so maybe I just didn't understand it well enough, which is probably the case, but I opted to just try something else, and this is working, so I kind of don't want to change it again now. But yeah. Yeah, YouTube chat's fully disconnected. I'm sorry. I will try to fix that after I am done with this interest farming. Hopefully it shouldn't be too long. Yeah, so now it's 2040. I can see it if I read it on the screen, like, you know, below, like, my head here. So, I will glance at that occasionally. You guys are just meowing, so it looks like I'm not missing a whole lot, frankly. Another 99,999? Another 99,999. Cool. Alright, and then... Yeah, now that I'm offline again on Google Sheets, according to them, you must sign in again to make changes to this file. How about you go... Fuck yourself. Google Sheets. Look at this. You must sign in. Like, dude, how would I be streaming if I was offline right now? Come on, be serious with me. Alright, I'm just gonna go maybe 4 years ahead now. And just hope that that's enough, since now my calculator to... I didn't save. I didn't save. I'm gonna get resetted now. And also I lost that amount that I had. Oh, man. What a mess. Yeah, YouTube's just meowing. So that's cool. Whatever. That's cool. And now I'm going to get fucking resetted. Actually, I'm not going to get resetted, but I'm going to get resetted before I load in here, because I didn't build the reset center, so I'm not really going to get resetted. What a dumbass. What a numpty. What a numpty. My batteries ran out. Oh, dude, yeah, my batteries ran out. Yeah, between you and me, those batteries don't last quite as long as they used to. I wonder if it fucks with YouTube chat because the comments are technically set to March 10th, 2026. Yeah, it worked for like a little bit after that, though. It's weird. It's just like now it broke completely. Yeah, sorry, I didn't say. That was my bad. That was my bad, Isabel. That was my bad. That was my bad on that one. Alright, so we're gonna get basically the same letter that we had before. Post office. Oh, wait, I got 2 from the post office. Wait, maybe I... Oh, okay, interesting. I guess I got it twice. And then my mom also mailed me. Thank you, Mother. Okay, well, in that case, that works then.
Hola. Meow meow. Meow? Meow fucking meow.
Thank you. Shrek 2 on DVD and Blu-ray for the 37 months of Tier 1. I appreciate it. Enjoy your emotes and your ad-free viewing. Alright, now I'm gonna go all the way to 2050. It's probably a bit too many years. Like, I don't need to go that far, but I just want to do it so that I can go back to current year on my system clock. Just to be sure. Yeah, it's been forever. Alright, and then one last 99,999. Okay, right? Post office with a gift. Oh, I got a gift, huh? 500,000 bells. Okay, cool. What do I get for 500,000? Hi, managed to catch another stream. What's up, Sprouted True? Ignore the fact that everybody's meowing right now. I don't endorse the behavior. What did Mother send me? Yellow violets. Nice. And then what did the bank send me? A letter set. Awesome. Alright. Let me see how much I have now in my bank account. Oh my god, I got Chow. Didn't he move into one of my other towns earlier in this challenge? Yuck. Didn't that happen before? Or are we just complaining about him? And so that's why I think that happened. We must have been complaining about him for a reason, though. Alright, I have 624,991. I'm gonna write that down. 624,991. Okay. Cool. This is the first time YouTube chat is weirder than Twitch chat? Bro, what? Not even close, man. I think it's actually kind of the opposite way around. When Twitch chat is weirder than YouTube chat, I get disappointed. Because that's abnormal, and I'm like, come on, guys. That's like when the jock gets a better test score than the nerd. It's like, dude, I expected more of you, man. That guy... I mean, that guy, like... I know what I'm getting with that guy, but not you. You were supposed to be better than that. Alright, we're back to 2026. Twitch copies our homework. No, you're the... No, in this analogy, no. I think it'd be the other way around. Expecting things of Twitch chat. Dude, I'm not saying I'm expecting much of you guys, but when I look over to my Twitch chat and I want to, like, you know, bounce off of one of your comments to initiate discussion, and all I see is just a whole meow and, like, various cat role-playing. Look, is it asking too much to expect you to not at least, like, do that? Yes, let's get started. But whatever. Alright, so now that I'm back in sync with the real world, I can pull this up here. And we can type in... what was it? 624,991. Yeah, there was an extra 9 in there that I definitely hit, but whatever. Alright, so now we only need to go 3 years forward. Alright, cool. 3 years forward at a time. Is that rounding up? Yeah, it is rounding up. Okay, so actually we only need 2.7. Okay, cool. So 3 years at a time until I think we should be able to do that until we have enough. How many more do we have to do? If we need 14,444,000, 724, 824, 924, 1024, 1124, 1224, 1324, 1424 is not enough, so we need to go 1524. We need to do this 9 times. All right, that's not bad. 9 times. Alright, cool. 9 times 3 is 27, and there's 27 years difference between 2026 and 2050. No, there's not. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. The bell tolls for you, chat. That's for you. It's for you. Repent now. Good meowing, every nyan. I don't know what we're doing, but I heard cat roleplay and my time has come. My grandfather fought in Korea. And I think that he thought a similar thing when he saw the opportunity to serve his country. He was like, my time has come. To serve, like, my country. A bigger purpose. To line the pockets of those billionaires. I will serve my country proudly. This is like your Call of Duty, then, huh? It's the same thing, basically. Yeah, if you think about it, right? Alright. Wait. Oh, yeah, the time's different because it literally just changed the hour. I was like, wait, what did I fuck up? What did I fuck up? No, literally, he just cannot see YouTube chat. Yeah, I can't see YouTube chat. So... I take it that Twitch chat is Dagnel's favorite child? No, I literally cannot see YouTube chat right now, in case you just joined. I can see it if I look on my screen, but I don't tend to look at my screen to look at chat. So I look at, like, the chat box that I have open. And, yeah, for some reason right now I cannot see that. So that is why I'm ignoring you guys. But also the fact that literally all of you are just meowing. And so it's like, okay, well, if I wasn't trying to ignore you guys... like... look, if I was trying to actually, like, read a comment and engage with somebody, then I wouldn't be able to anyway, because I can't even, like, you know, I can't make out words. So. Serving your country proudly in the Korean War. I mean, I don't know, man. The way that he told it, that's what it seemed like. Did I reset the emulation? I don't think I did. Let me do that just to be sure. What's up, Daggers? What's up, Crystal Noonan? Hi, I'm late today. I forgot that you go live an hour early. I do, yeah. Daylight savings. 2032? Is that what she said? Yeah, I guess that's right. Yeah. It's been forever since I was last here. What if I try, like, refreshing my YouTube chat? It doesn't work. Alright, how many times has that been time traveling then? Because I don't think I need to check my mail every single time. But I'm just gonna honestly do it for like 10 minutes and then see if that's enough. Let's go another 3 years forward. We could probably only need to go like 2 years forward now, to be honest. So let's only go to like 2034 this time. There goes Piss Monkey. Yes, sir. The one who plopped her house right in front of the bridge. Now I have to navigate around it every time. There was a nice, like, 30 minutes that I had in between Croak, who moved his house from in front of that bridge, to Sherry moving in front of that bridge. Boy, that was a glorious 30 minutes that it was, though. That was a glorious 30 minutes. What's he doing? Is he getting money from interest? Yes. 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 Wait, Croak and Sherry. Yes. Croak and Sherry. Alright. Another 2 years forward, 2036. If you put down pathing, they can't do that. I feel like they can definitely move on top of pathing in this game. If they can move on top of, like, hybrid flowers, I have a hard time thinking that pathing would stop them. I always said his name like Croc Monsieur, but I don't know if that's right. I thought it was Croak because that's the sound that frogs make. It's also like when someone dies, you say that they croaked because I want to kill him for putting his house in front of the bridge. So it's like I'm gonna make him croak. Okay, another 2 years. Sherry hasn't died yet. Tragic. Has passed away of old age or anything. I think it's probably Croak, yeah. Sad I can't catch more of the stream today, but I hope it's a good one. Oh, don't be sad. It's alright. It's alright. I promise you, it's quite alright. You can skip this one today. Yes. Should I do a check to see where I'm at after this? I might have hit 1 million. Actually, I might get a letter for hitting 1 million, so that's how I'll know. Yeah, why not? Well, let's see. Do I get something for 1 million? Yeah, because I haven't been checking my letters every time, so I think that this is probably like, hey, you hit 1 million. Here's a... Yeah. I don't know what you get for that, but either way. So I'm gonna guess I'm at like 1 million... Yeah, I mean like 28,000 I think it was or something. Could be at 1.1 million, but I kind of doubt it. We're almost done though. We're almost done. And it's so much as this has been a pain in the ass, it definitely has been faster than any other method. Even the bugs, you know. For as fast as the bugs were, this is still faster. Yeah, 1,023,000. So we need to do this 4 more times. 5 more times, technically. Okay. Also, the box at the bottom of the screen isn't showing the debts. Yeah, there we go. It's because I added in the wrong tab. Alright. Another... I could probably only go like 1 year forward if I wanted to, but I'm still gonna do 2. YouTube chat is back. It's been back on screen. I still have not been able to see it for the past however long since I said that it went away. There's a hair. Huh, I got it. There's a little fuzzy floating. And I caught it. My fingers. What game comes after New Leaf in this challenge? Somebody said Pocket Camp. Don't lie to my chatters by saying that I will play Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. Please don't lie to my chatters. Don't say that, please. I'm not going to play Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. Is there even debt in Animal Crossing Pocket Camp? I don't even think that that's a thing. In my very limited, very, very limited of playing it like, what, back in 2018 or something like that when it first came out for one day and then never again. You can upgrade your camper and cabin in Pocket Camp, but you have to pay for the game in the App Store. So it's like a real-life debt. Hell no. I'll stick to my imaginary debts. Thank you. No, I ain't playing no damn Pocket Camp, man. The debt that you accrue in Pocket Camp is the real debt that you get by paying for those, what, like, Leaf tickets or whatever? What are they? Whatever the in-game currency is, that I don't even know if you can buy anymore because they don't even support the game. It's gonna be $49.99 USD? Bro, what? Are you telling me that Pocket Camp is 50 bucks? You're not serious, right? No, it's like 20 bucks. Bro, even still, 20 bucks for a mobile game is crazy. Like, what? I'm sorry, I've never spent more than, I think, $5 on an app. Like a game on my phone. I think it was... How much is Balatro for your phone? I bought that, but it wasn't much. It's 10 pounds. That's not bad. Was it, like, on sale when they first, like, made the permanent version? Yeah, okay. I guess that's not that bad. Too damn expensive, anyway. I didn't even enjoy it when it first came out, and it was free. How many times was that? 2? 2046. This interest thing has made your town inhabitable. That's a good thing. I'm glad that people can inhabit it. Oh my god, dude. My town went to shit, and I got this crackhead moving in. Oh my god. This guy. What is his name? Jacques? That is the kind of villager that would move in once your town gets into, like, a desolate state. Very true to its name, though. Detroit. Forgot to restart. It's 'cause weed. Yes, it's 'cause weed. I created a new ecosystem. All the weeds and Sherry ain't cleansing those hands. I mean, like, dude, you think that there would be some, like, rallying effort at some point between my villagers to clean up the joint a little bit? Like, I don't know. Oh, the guy... This motherfucker is clearly never coming back. So why don't we, as villagers, make an effort to clean the town instead of being, like, fucking stupid and helpless, right? I also want to make sure I don't go too far past 1,444,000. I want to make sure I don't go too far past so that the next method of making money is completely redundant. So let me make sure that I'm not, like... I don't think I'm there yet, but let me just get an idea here. Oh, look, Croak is in my main street now. He wanted to experience Detroit. Yeah, he's getting the Detroit experience right here. $1,300,000. Okay, so we need to do it 2 more times. And we're gonna go past it a little bit, but there's not really a whole lot I can do about that. Alright. 2 more years. 2048. This will work out nicely, actually. They love living in squalor. Then why do they fucking always bug me about public works projects and getting a 5-star island and all that? Also, I love how many people have moved in and out at this point, and that fucking monkey is still there. Did I reset the emulation? 2048? No, I did not. That fucking Sherry is still there. Average North Spain experience. What's wrong with North Spain? Sherry feels at home with all the filth. Yeah, must be. Something like that. Alright, and then one more time after this. One last time travel. 2050. And we should be good. Nothing wrong, it's just more plants. Oh, okay. That is true. Like, isn't the southern half of or like the middle of it, like a desert or something? Okay. Alright. Coming from a Spaniard. Hi. Hola. Pecan? Man, there ain't no way no damn pecan or any snooty villager would want to move into this town. They filmed parts of my favorite film in Spain. Where's the place that they always go to whenever they need to film like a desert scene, like in Star Wars or whatever? Like when they need to film on another planet. Didn't they go to like the middle of nowhere, Colorado or something? Alright, I think we should be good now. I mean, these letters aren't going to tell us, but I think that now we should have enough. And we can revert the time back to the real time. And then take all the money out and... yeah, use the in-game clock to time travel forward now. Let's see. You should try to talk to Leaf to see how many weeds that there are at the end. That's actually a good idea. Yeah, 1,523,959. So we blew past it. Unfortunately, being that it's 1,444,000, we needed to go another one forward when we were at 1,423,000. So we kind of got like a really large amount compared to what we need, to where we aren't going to need to do nearly as much for the last debt, which is mushrooms. But that's fine. I don't think mushrooms were going to be all that enthralling anyway. So let's take all this money out. Oh, I'm depositing. Let's take all this money out, go back to the real time, and then finally knock out the rest of these debts. Great. My account... oh, wait. Hang on. Not all of it. I don't know what that 39... like, if I was really trying to be accurate here, what I would do is I would make it so that that 39 that I initially had in here, I account for all the interest that that 39 specifically has accrued in all these years that I've time traveled, these decades, perhaps these centuries. It's probably quite a bit at this point, but because I don't feel like doing that math, I'm just going to put the 39 back, just basically because it's symbolic, and be like, that's good. Who gives a shit? Dude, you need to calm down. You need to calm down, alright? You need to chill out. You need to seriously relax. Alright. We're good. You need to seriously chill out. I'm warning you right now. They filmed a Doctor Who episode in Seville. That seems right. I feel like I can remember which one that was. World's angstiest chatter. Yeah, like actually though, dude, relax. Alright, now we're back in 2026. March 10th, 2026. And now we'll start paying off those debts. Let me see now if I can try to get... oh, please sign into your channel to continue using Studio. Bro, what are you talking about? I'm signed in. Why did me changing my system clock sign me out of shit? That's so weird, man. That is so strange. Like, what? I'm not doubting that those are connected in some way, but, like, it seems strange. Okay. I'm going to have to do this, and then this. Alright. YouTube chat is back. Like, I can actually see and read YouTube chat now. And not just by looking at it on the screen. It seems to be a Google issue. Yeah, I'm just kind of like, why? Seems weird. Okay, yes, let's play. How are you doing, Dagnel? I will be honest with you, I am not in a great mood today. I will be straight honest with you. I kind of want to stop streaming. If I'm keeping it 100 with you, I would like to stop streaming. Wow, yeah, this place looks great. We got Chow, Jacques. It's like they know, man. They know that this place is a fucking shithole, to put it. I think it's related to website certificates. Since the time doesn't match anymore, the certificate's invalid and probably kicks you out, / doesn't let you see pages at all. See, that's what I needed. I needed somebody who actually knows why. Like, I could have figured it was some, like, validation check that it wasn't getting, but somebody who actually knows what they're talking about needed to say it. Alright, that's the first step paid off. Talk to old Tom. AC and H time traveling will be a breeze compared to the emulator clock nonsense. Yeah, I actually used to lament the fact that there was no in-game time traveling in New Horizons. I actually think having only the system clock is way more convenient. I think it was just nostalgia that I couldn't, like, talk to somebody before loading into the game, like Rover or Isabelle or one of your villagers, like in GameCube. I kind of missed that, but in reality, I think it's actually just using the system clock for the purposes of time traveling is really handy. Alright, so let's expand our back room. That'll be ready tomorrow. We can time travel to tomorrow just using the in-game clock now, instead of having to use the system clock. It does not matter anymore. We're good. There's only mushrooms and meow coupons left. No, we already did meow coupons, just mushrooms. It messes up other games, though, when it's the system clock. I guess that's kind of true, but me, I only play New Horizons on the Switch that I use for my challenges, which is the one that I time travel the majority of the time on, so I guess I am mostly just unaffected by that. To the 11th. I missed the coupons? Bro, that was forever ago, I'm sorry. Yeah. It also wasn't all that enthralling, I'll be honest with you. It was not. We just were doing, like, menial challenges. It really wasn't all that interesting. It's waning. Alright, talk to Tom. Next debt. Talk to Tom again tomorrow. Confirm. Be done with this. And then mushrooms. Do we have some residual mushrooms from, like, forever ago when it was mushroom season? Or do I have to, like, go to... When is mushroom season in this game? It's November, right? Is that true for real life? Is that, like, real life? Wait, I gotta go to Tom first. Is that true for real life? Yeah, it's November. My kids are terrified of time travel now because Hello Kitty Island Adventure punishes you, in all caps, for those not seeing that comment. That was in all caps. Punishes you for doing it. How so? 498,000. Mushroom season is year-round. But, like, it doesn't have, like, a spike in real life during November? Depends on the area. I suppose that's true. Oh yeah, the game becomes unplayable. That is interesting. Okay. In our region, it's late August or September mostly. That's like the dankest season. It's the dank season. I think my chair is getting squeakier. It might fall and collapse underneath my ass any day now. That'll be really fun. You guys should watch all the streams coming up, because that might be the chair collapses and falls out from underneath me and, like, pierces my ass stream. It might, we might finally get the piercing the ass stream that you guys have been wanting for so long. I have quite the... I really only have, like, 2 options at this point. First floor and back. And the final debt, 598,000. So yeah, we're gonna have a little bit left over. Who gives a shit? I really don't want to see that. Really? I thought that would be kind of... I thought that you guys, like, might, like, clip that. You know, like it would be like a pog moment for you guys to see that. Like, it'd be funny. I thought that that would be quite funny for you guys, but... Oh, maybe I really don't understand what it is that you guys like, which is actually 100% true. I need help first. Pog piercing of the ass. Yes, man. I thought that you guys would like that. Yes, let's begin. New debt paying method, ass piercing with chair. Now tell me how I can monetize that. Maybe, like, because it's such a pog moment, like, people would come flocking to my channel, and I would get, like, a lot of money. I'm like the ass guy. Like, I got this ass, like, pierced, speared through by my chair. I watched a 9-hour Animal Crossing video yesterday. Do you ever think of making your videos longer? No, I try not to make them 9 hours. That feels... No, not 9 hours. I mean, I've given a lot of hours of Animal Crossing content now. I think that even if I stopped making videos today, you'd still have quite a bit. Do you want to be the ass guy, though? Yeah. Yes, my house is quite homely. Alright, last one. Okay. 79,200 and something to spare means that we already got a pretty good head start for the last debt, the secret storeroom. That's fine. I don't care. I know I try to, like, make it so that every subsequent debt, or that every debt is paid off using mostly that method, but to be honest with you, New Leaf has been an absolute trial, let's put it. And so, such a magnificent home and 0 debt. Don't say that. I cannot overstate how incredible this accomplishment is. Truly, it is something remarkable. In fact, I do believe you deserve a reward of sorts. No such discounts from me, but an old song from the Nook family lineage, sung in times of great success to strengthen hearts. Alright, let me hear it then. That was horrible. That was horrible. That was the worst thing I ever heard. I'm not speaking to Lyle, alright? I'll be gosh darned if I ever speak to that guy again. Alright, hey. I would like to discuss my home. Have you decided that no matter how big your house is these days, you never have enough storage? Yes. I have decided. That's actually what I was thinking exactly. Yeah, 158,000. Rather modest in compared to some New Leaf deaths. So, I'm happy to see it. It was very beautiful to me. Yeah, maybe. Alright, so let's go to tomorrow, and then while we're doing that, let's pull this up here. Alright? So, with the backroom expansions done, we now have paid 13,923,000 of the 19,777,000 total, meaning we have 5,854,000 bells remaining. For New Leaf specifically, we only have the Secret Storeroom expansion, 158,000 bells paid off using mushrooms. I would say entirely using mushrooms, but yeah, we already have a pretty good head start from the interest, what's left over of it. And, yeah, so I think what we're going to do now is time travel to November, mushroom season, so that our house can get its final expansion, and we can begin chipping away at that debt. And then also, we can start getting mushrooms spawning underneath our trees, assuming that there's not too many weeds. I'm hoping that I do not need to pick weeds in order to allow mushrooms to spawn. If that is what I have to do, then gotta do what I gotta do, right? But let's go to November. I'm shrooming it right now. Yeah, I'm shrooming it. Oh, I missed interest? Bro, do not even worry about it. Don't even worry about it, man. You didn't miss nothing. You didn't miss nothing. Yeah, 2:29 p.m. Fingers crossed for good mushroom furniture finds or better prices. What you're actually looking for is rare mushrooms. So, mushrooms would be profitable if... Assuming they actually spawn, that is. We'll see. Let me do a little walk around here. I haven't seen any yet, so I'm growing concerned. But, mushrooms... Oh, here we go. Mushrooms, like base mushrooms like these, like the round mushroom, it's not worth that much. So you're like, this is a pretty stupid debt. Why would you choose this, you stupid moron? I hate you. And I'd be like, well, that's very rude, young man. You're a very rude person. Fuck. Anyway... And, like, the skinny mushroom, like, these suck. These aren't very good for making money. But where the real money is in the elegant and the rare mushrooms. Those are the ones that you're going to want. So, those are worth as many as, I mean, thousands of bells. But these are the common ones. The round, the skinny, and the flat mushrooms. These are not going to be worth very much. But if we can get the rare mushrooms, then... we can start making money off of that. Also, every mushroom has a chance of being mush furniture, which can sell for a couple of thousand. So, even if we don't get too many good mushrooms, I'm kind of worried that it's tied into my town rating, which I don't think I need to tell you. My town rating is not very good right now. So yeah, I'm kind of worried about that. But even if we don't get any... rare mushrooms. Hopefully the mush furniture will be enough to power through it. Also that beehive that I can finally sell. Yeah, I'm not seeing much, dude. I'm not seeing much. I'm worried that the weeds are impacting this. I'm worried that the weeds are impacting this. Yeah, it's tied to your town rating. I know that that's true for New Horizons. Can somebody see if that's true for New Leaf as well? Aren't dig spots potentially rare ones? I think, yes, like rare mushrooms can be there. However, I thought that those would only be by trees. Like, for example, right here. But no, it's friggin' mini gargloid. And I don't want to just be digging up a bunch of mini gargloids or whoever the fuck. Until I got all those cleaned up. There were loads by trees that you went past. Yeah, but I don't think that... most of them are going to be that. That is a lot of weeds. Yeah. Also, you're talking to a man with 4 meow tickets, so just, you know, remember who you're talking to. Like, I don't think that these are going to be that. I think that's just going to be a bunch of... Can't have mushrooms with the weeds by the trees. Yeah, so I think what I gotta do is I probably gotta pick some of these weeds. Luckily, I only need to pick the ones that are around the trees, I think? I hope? So if we, like, free up the 3 spots in front and to the side of every tree, that should hopefully help the mushrooms spawn. I think all the ones that I picked today were just residual ones from Novembers of yore that I've been throughout the many decades of time traveling that I've done. A bunch of freakoids. Yeah, I don't really want to be getting like a bunch of mega freakoids trying to find rare mushrooms, but maybe. I don't know. Google said rare mushrooms are tied to town status. Can somebody, like, post a link? I don't trust anything Google anymore because of that AI overview that gets details wrong all the time. So, like, if somebody can actually, like, find, you know... The wiki also says perfect town for rare ones. Darn. Okay, well, if the wiki said it, then I guess I trust it. Rats! Alright, well, whatever. I guess it's fine. Not sure how reliable. Well, the wiki's pretty reliable. It's just that, you know, sometimes people be reading the wiki, but they're reading the wrong entry of the, like, or they're reading about the wrong game. Like, I'm playing New Leaf, and most of the information that you find online is about New Horizons being the most recent game, so that's why I always don't trust anything. IGN article on mushrooms says rare mushrooms are tied to special tree stumps, which are tied to perfect town rating. Tree stumps? Oh, I got no tree stumps. I have... Should I be cutting down my trees? How are tree stumps related to mushrooms, exactly? Update the current debt. Yeah, I gotta do that. Current debt. Secret storage. And it's 148,000, I think, right? Cool. Rare mushrooms may only be found buried underground near trees and tree stumps once a perfect town rating has been earned. Yeah. The trees that have the designs. I understand the trees that have the designs. I'm just wondering how they're related to the mushrooms. Tree stumps provide a nutrient-rich environment for your mushrooms to grow. Yeah, but like, you know... Is that actually, like, the game's logic, too? Because, like, they spawn under regular trees, too. Maybe it's just for the rare mushrooms. Like, the rare mushroom, the one that you bury in the ground, the, like, truffle-looking guy. So, basically what you're saying is don't even dig up anything. I'm not, you know, damn mega physoid, either. Don't even bother digging up anything, because it can't be those. But still, there's like a elegant mushroom. There's a rare mushroom. I think those can just spawn by trees. Are those locked to... So like the elegant and the rare mushroom, the ones that aren't buried underground, are those affected by star rating? Because that's more what I'm curious about. Also, hi Claudia. And Sherry, still here, by the way. I mean, I guess I should dig this up so that I can actually spawn a mushroom there. Strumboid. Storage is 158k. Oh, is it 158k? Oh, my apologies. There. Oh, I missed one. Oh, look at that! So yeah, the occasional one can be a mushroom furniture item, which, if I sell that to Reese, I don't know how much a mush stool is specifically. I imagine that the furniture items... Oh yeah, and also I have this gem. I imagine that the furniture items depend on what the actual item is, but maybe a couple of them are pretty good. Let's see. Leaf can help if the weeds in town are a lot. I think that Leaf just... I don't think Leaf picks the weeds. He just initiates a minigame that makes it so that it's like, hey, there's this many weeds left. And he like makes like a fun little tune. He makes like a minigame out of it. I don't think that Leaf actually helps with the weeds. Alright, another 6 grand. So I don't know how much that mush stool was, but you know. Probably not very much, considering it was probably the emerald that took up the majority of that. Yeah, he makes you pick them. He just, like, makes it, like, into a mini game, which doesn't make it easier. If anything, it makes me more, like, stressed out, because it's playing, like, upbeat music while it does it, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta, like, get this done. I gotta pick my weeds. I don't really think that helps, though. Leaf is a sloth, so that checks out. Yeah, I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm just saying I don't think it actually helps you. He counts down the weeds, and he leaves it for you to pick up, yeah. And I think he gives you something if you do it all, which is like, I don't know. Kind of strange that they would incentivize you getting a shit ton of weeds so that they can give you an item, but whatever. How many... Is there any information about how many mushrooms you usually get per day? Because I got, like, what, 5? That was not that many. If you really only get 5 a day, it's pretty low. A lot lower than I was expecting. Pretty sure it's 5 to 6. So actually, I got a normal amount of weeds, or mushrooms. Sorry, not weeds. Just a little, like, weed-brained right now. Not, like, in the, what, marijuana. No, I mean, like, whatever. You know what I mean. Wiki says 6 mush a day. It's not that many. I thought it was going to be way more than that. He's doped out of his gourd. I'm not, man. I kind of wish I was with how stream is today, but whatever. Hitting the spleef in Weed City. I don't think you want to smoke this shit, man. I don't think you want to smoke the shit that be getting pulled out of Detroit's ground, man. I don't really think you want that. 58% THC rolled in Keith got me reading the Book of Revelations. We are indeed close. That Detroit strain, yeah, man. I don't think you want that. Gonna have like fucking barnacles in it or something. It's called cannabis, Dag. Are you? What are you saying? What did I say that made you say that? I know you are not weed-splaining me. I know I'm not being weed-splained by my YouTube chat. Dag, have you played Schedule 1? No, that was that, like, streamer game that every streamer played for, like, a week, and then they stopped playing it. Which isn't to say that I think it's bad, I just think that, like, if I was going to play it, I would have played it during that, like, 1 week where every streamer on the face of the universe was playing it. So, no, I have not played it, no. Maybe I only need to dig out or pluck 1 space beside the tree, but... Oh, I don't know. I'll be thorough. Hello, Daggers. How are we? Pretty good. That bird wants some of that weed. Yeah, Jacques, that's why he moved to this damn town. He's seeing me pick these weeds, and he's like, no, man, what are you doing? Come on, man, mellow out. Thank God this guy moved in to squash some weeds. Thank you. Who was that? Buck? His name is Daniel in French. So I kind of have to like him. Okay, I think this is all the ones around, like, my area. We're almost done. I do not like my birthday villager twin. Who is it? Who's the villager that has your mother's maiden name? Which villager shares the same social security number as you? Is there any villager that's the name of your first pet? Also, can you help me, like, find all the bicycles in this image while you're at it? And then, like, these, like, weird, freaky-looking numbers and letters that I can't really, like, read. Can you help me with that? I would really appreciate it. Thank you. What are you playing at, Dag? I'm playing Animal Crossing New Leaf for my Nintendo 3DS. I hope neither of those is like a mega freakoid or anything like that. Also, what's the 3-digit code on the back of your villager's credit card? It could be 4 digits. Could be 4 digits. 3 or 4-digit CCV number on the back of your favorite villager's credit card. Please and thank you. Removing all the crops and selling all of the... Yeah, if Jacques moves out after I pull all these weeds, that would be comical. Apple was the name of my aunt's cat. There actually is a villager in this game that's named after my first pet, so I don't think I'll be revealing that information. As if I haven't already before at some point in my streaming career. Alright, I think that's most of them. Probably good enough anyway, even if it's not all of them. Let's go to tomorrow. I just checked mine and it's Croak. Might have to change your birthday. That might have to be a birthday change, I'm afraid. Claudia, yuck. Ah, yes, your 3DS. Yes, man, my 3DS. My 3DS, bro. Alright, let's count how many we get. 5 to 6, somebody said. Somebody knew. Alright, Bach. I was like, wait, hang on. Did that actually mean that Jacques moved out? Ooh, the grass got darker. This wouldn't be no. I think I just didn't, yeah, I didn't pluck any of these for some reason. Oh well. Alright, let's see how many we get. Zipper T Bunny's birthday is tomorrow. He also happens to be my birthday twin. Yo, happy early birthday to the Goober. And Zipper, I guess. Oh, dude, we got, what is this? This one's decent. Yeah, Elegant Mushroom. Elegant Mushroom's decent, yeah. Okay, cool. So, it looks like you can still get good mushrooms, even if your town is in a state of disarray. That's positive. That's good news. I see another one up there. Oh, look at that. A mush hangar. Okay, like a whole, like an airport hangar. Okay. That might bring in a decent amount. Okay, cool. Oops. Flat. Yeah, honestly, you just want to get them out of here so it doesn't prevent things from spawning tomorrow. Because I was like, what if I just take the mush furniture and the elegant mushroom and then just sell those? But no, because then it's not going to spawn anything new for tomorrow. Hello, Tutu. Tutu's kind of an OG at this point. Like, I don't think she was one of my original villagers, but she was here only like a little bit into this challenge, and she hasn't left either, man. Even Croak left eventually, but not her. Clear this out a little bit. Tutu kind of cute. Yo, where the mush is at? There's one. Skinny legend. Who are you? Bertha? Oh my god, what an awful villager lineup, man. Oh my gosh, what did I do to deserve this? Wow, I didn't pick any of these weeds. Jesus. I like missed this entire area. Bro, I thought I was like close as well to getting them all. It was like that whole ass area. How many did I get? I got 1 furniture and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I actually did get between 5 and 6. Oh, okay, I got Boomer. He's alright. Tutu is my sister and also Undertale's birthday twin. Who the fuck is Undertale? Alright, let's see how much that goes for. I don't know how much the elegant mushroom by itself is, but I think that's going to be the big haul here among all of these. Oh, dude. That was probably like 10 grand then. Okay, 98,000. Okay. I don't know if we should expect to get an elegant mushroom every day, but if we do, we could probably get this done pretty quickly. You're going to get a badge for plucking weeds, am I? Do you actually? Again, it's like, why would the game incentivize this? Who the fuck is Undertale? XDDDDD. I don't know of anyone called Undertale, man. There's no villager with my birthday. Is there a special NPC with your birthday? I thought that every villager had a birthday within the normal... Unless you were born on February 29th, which I think is only like Luna's birthday. They meant the game Undertale by Toby Fox. The game Undertale by Toby Fox. I don't know what either of those things are. Whoa, dude, that might be a world record speedrun right there of mush lamp any percent. Timer starts when you load into the day. That might be the world. That might be the fastest. You might have just witnessed history right there. That was the fastest anyone has ever found a mush lamp after loading into their day in Animal Crossing New Leaf. At least as far as like video evidence goes. What's up, Buck? That might have been the Omega world record. I was here, dude. Insane history was made today. The any percent lamp categories situation is insane. There's gonna be like a damn Moist Critical video about that. As a prior diehard Undertale fan, this is hilarious to me. What's funny about this? Also, what happened? Did Undertale say something to you and you don't like him anymore? Toby Fox is the creator of Tale of the Under. Is that like another name for it? I like these trees. Oh, wait, I thought that they were all like the same distance apart, but like one down each time, and they were like a quartet where they're like, hello, 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 and they're like trees. I thought it was gonna be like a little like cute thing, but no, they're not the way that I thought that they were. I thought it was like a nice little quartet. It's not. Life sucks. Whatever. Any more? I think I have found 5, and yeah, none of them were very good today. There he is, the badge guy. I don't know his name in English. Yeah, Phineas. I really don't want to talk to him, though. He's not going to have anything good to say to me. He's going to give me a badge, and it's not going to do anything for me. It's just going to be like, yo, heard you picked a bunch of weeds. Awesome, man. Here is a badge for it. I want to see the badge. It's probably like, I don't know. They're not that special. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I assume that's 5 mushrooms, including the furniture item. Oh, man. I did hit 100 grand, but that was a bit of a stinker today. Oh, well. Alright, now I'm 90% that you were joking about Woodstock. What are you talking about, dude? Woodstock, like the music festival? What did I joke about Woodstock for? The bird. What do you mean the bird? I don't know what you're talking about. He's Snoopy's friend. I'm Snoopy's friend. He told me so. Where this Woodstock is. No, dude. No, you're not talking... Oh my god, you're talking about that fucking yellow bird again. You're talking about that stupid bird again. That's what you're doing. I'm like, no, dude, I'm Snoopy's friend. He told me. And I'm talking... No, you're talking about that stupid bird. You're gonna try to gaslight me into thinking that stupid thing's name is Woodstock. That's why somebody's talking about Woodstock. Yeah. Okay, right. This funny joke again. This funny joke again. Didn't get your rocks off enough last time, so you're gonna try to get me again with it. Lord save us from this bird debate. Bro, I did not start this. If you're like, Lord save us, then look at your fellow chat member. Alright? I didn't start this. I didn't bring this up. They're the one who keeps trying to tell me that little yellow bird, that's Snoopy's friend in Peanuts, is named Woodstock and not Pinochle. I'm not doing this today. Sorry, I set it off. I brought it up. You should have known better than to do that. You should have known better. British people, am I right? Yes, but I assume you're trying to use that as like a, oh, let's not talk about this again. Like, oh, British people. Nah, but like... I mean, but yeah, you're right. I mean, jeez. Yeah, you are right about that. Man, I was so hopeful after getting that elegant mushroom that was going to be a daily occurrence, but no, it seems as though it was not. Oh. Hey man, this is a global issue. People all over the world are trying to lie to Dagnel about Snoopy's little friend, and it's so fucked up. It kind of is, because I snuffed this out the first time you guys tried to pull this shit on me, and you guys have not been able to drop it ever since. It's like you keep trying every day to convince me that that motherfucker is called Woodstock. Not every day, but like, at least once a week. One stream a week, you guys try to do this shit with me. I love Pinochle. He's one of my favorite Peanuts characters, right, dude? And you wouldn't get the name of one of your favorite Peanuts characters wrong. You wouldn't just not know who that is. How many days have we spent on New Leaf? Too many. I actually don't know. What was the first day that I did New Leaf? It's probably been a couple of weeks. Wait, Snoopy's little yellow friend. That's definitely Woodstock, right? His name is Pinochle. The little, like, the bird guy. Just so we're all clear, we're talking about the bird. The little yellow bird that accompanies Snoopy in all of his adventures. His name is Pinochle. Dear God, Dag, the gaslighting doesn't work when in 1972 he was called Woodstock. Does it matter what year that somebody said, like, oh, that's this thing's name? Dude, yeah, like, Peanuts has been around forever, but Woodstock was a music festival in, like, 1969 or something like that. Wouldn't it be convenient that it was also called The Bird? That'd be a bit convenient, don't you think? I guess it was culturally relevant, but also was Pinochle. It's like a card game. Wait, who is Snoopy? Bro. You needed to take, like... You needed to... We're in, like, an AP class, man. You gotta go back to, like... You gotta go back to the honors classes. You gotta catch up. Have you ever played Pinochle? Yeah, I played Pinochle. It's a good game. According to Snoopy, the Great Mystery Club, the bird's name is Woodstock. Bro, I was like... This is the first time catching a stream. The first ever chat message got me a stern look. Don't take it personally. I do it to everybody. If you haven't earned a stern look, perhaps a scowl and a thumbs down. Like a... If you haven't earned that, you basically haven't earned, like, your badge of honor. Yeah, it's just 3,000 every day now. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. The guy who said it was Woodstock was the creator of Peanuts. Are you... You know, Charles Schultz died. Are you trying to pretend that a dead man is... You're trying to rewrite the history of a dead man instead of letting him rest in peace? Feedback. Your honest feedback. Oh, looks like my health insurance company wants some feedback about their website and my experience using their website, dude. I better go provide my honest and well thought out feedback to my insurance company about my user experience on their website. Yeah. Yeah, alright. And then I'm gonna go drive my Rolls Royce to my other mansion. And then, yeah. And I'm gonna do other very unbelievable things that I would never do, because fuck you. And I would never do that. Why would you ever ask me to do that? Honestly, making my phone buzz to ask me to do something like that makes me want to... I don't know. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Front is very smiley right now. Do you think he's listening to stream? I think that if he was listening to stream, he would be, like, scowling and maybe crying. No, I think he's probably listening to, like, his Cocoa Melon or something like that. Or whatever you have him on. Whatever type of shit that you got that kid watching. Grunt is thinking about Pinochle. Yeah. Cute guy. If your feedback is anything beside a middle finger emoji, what's crazy is I didn't even use my insurance company's website. Why are they asking for my feedback? I did not file a claim. I did not use their website for anything at all. Why are they asking? Like, I check it, like, once a year. When I go to, like, I don't know, do anything, file a claim or something, I check it, and then I log out of it for a year. I don't ever look at it again. Or until, like, I need to renew my insurance coverage or something. It's like, why are you making me look at this? Why are you asking me about this? Did you detect a login from me? I don't think so. Some nefarious no-do-gooder logging in as me to browse my insurance information. Oh, a Mush TV. Nice. That'll be worth some bucks, right? That's a big, like... That's a big screen. That thing's like a HD TV. I remember getting that thing in Wild World, and I was like, whoa! High definition! That thing was crazy. Is that 5 mushrooms? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I should have one more somewhere. Is New Leaf really better than New Horizons? I've only played New Horizons. I don't know. There's a million questions to consider if you were really debating on which game is better. There's a million things to consider. What's up, Jumper Cable? Oh, there we go. They are very different. Yeah, in like a million different ways. Mush TV is 2,500. I don't know what the ones that I've been selling are, but that seems decent. I prefer both, but I played both, but I prefer AC and H because I like control. Yeah, I can see why you would like that more then. No, it's still about the same amount that I've been selling for. Man, just like one more elegant mushroom, we can bust this thing wide open. Most expensive mush furniture is the bed at 3,000? Bro, why did I think that that was so much better than it actually is? Why did I think that was so much more money? Same no control in New Leaf? Yeah, but like, what about real life where you don't have any control over anything? What about like, just dealing with the curveballs that life throws at you? Why can't video games be more like real life where I'm miserable? No, I'm kidding. But also, I think that there is some truth to that in some vague, unguided way. Like, I don't know. When your favorite villager moved out, it was sort of lesson, you know, that things aren't forever. Cherish them while they're here. Like, Cube moves out of my Wild World town, and I'm like, oh man, I'm really sad. But you know what? I learned something. I learned something. But on the other... Ooh! Nice. On the other side of the coin... A villager moves in on top of your hybrid flowers in Animal Crossing New Leaf, and there's no lesson to garner out of that other than I hate them. I hate them. I hate them forever. I'm going to kill them. But you know what? There's even something in that. It gives you a reason to hate the villagers. The game is more interesting when you have disdain for certain villagers. Very rude chatters in this chat. Who's being rude? Who's being rude? Because what do you hate a villager for in New Horizons? They're ugly. That's not a very good reason. But, I mean, not to say that that's bad. Because, yeah, why else would you hate them? They're all just, like, there. And they do whatever you say. And they say all the nice things. And they're soulless. They have no personality. If you hate them, it's for a completely made-up imaginary reason, or you just think that they're ugly, which is fine, because, again, why, you know, what, they don't give you anything to go off of. They don't give me a reason to hate them. They're always nice, and they always do whatever you want them to do, and it's like, bro, say something, like, controversial, go against the grain, man. Tell me I'm ugly. Be someone, you know? Be someone. Snap at me. Urgh, growl at me. Snarl. Just do something, man. I don't know. Nasty is not a personality, bro. Kissing emoji, crying, laughing emoji. What are those emojis? What could they possibly mean after that? I'm not saying nasty's a personality, but people in real life, real people, are nasty. Like, they can be nasty. I can be nasty. If pushed to their absolute limit, everyone can be, like, a little bit crass at times, right? It's way better to see, like a villager be like, You ugly freak, than to have them just talk about their muscles all the time, like jock villagers. Troy Bolton was pushed to his limit in High School Musical 4. Is that true, theater kids? Dag wants neighbors that yell at him to get off their lawn, but still invite him over for latkes. Yeah. Basically. Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking exactly. That is the exact sentence that I was thinking in my head, actually, yeah. But yeah. Rodney is my sworn enemy. He autofilled in New Horizons, then he refused to leave for 6 months. Well, I mean, but that's kind of fun though, right? To have an enemy. Doesn't it? Like, you guys have enemies in real life that you would swear to destroy if you were given, like, a giant cannon. Or at least you would, like, tip their house over with it or something. Like, you would do something with it. Threaten or terrorize them. Make them, like, a little bit scared of you. That's fun. It's fun to have enemies. Especially in, like, a video game where you don't even have to feel bad. My enemies are too powerful to tip their house over. Sounds like you need to train up, young one. Sounds like you need a better attitude to start. Like, you need to believe in yourself a little bit, man. Do you think that Kobe Bryant became Kobe Bryant because he was like, oh man, rats, I'm too tiny. I can't shoot threes. No, he went in knowing that he was a ball player. He went in with the Mamba mentality, which I know gets a lot of jokes nowadays, but you know, he didn't go in with the defeatist crumb bum attitude like you. It's like, yeah, damn, no wonder, man. Oh, I can't tip my enemy's house over. Yeah, well, you know. Get a PMA, hit the weights, put that damn phone down sometimes. Breathe air, drink a smoothie every morning, and then maybe start believing in yourself a little bit. What was my mushroom furniture today? Closet. Since I'm paying premium for what? What are you paying premium for? Okay, sure. What are you paying premium for? I'm curious now. Mushrooms? Furniture? Skinny mushroom. Just the skinny one? Man, get me an elegant mushroom as the premium item and then we'll be alright. I used to rage bait Octavian in Wild World by showing him octopodes I caught, and I want to do that again. That's actually really fucked up. That's really fucked up. Like, I take, like, a little, like, version of you, and I, like, hold it in front of your head, and I'm like... Nee, 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 nee. What if that was, like, your, like, brother or something? They really messed up. Gifting Octavian that one item with the octopus dying on a rack. No, but I'm the fucked up one, because I, like, growl sometimes. Because I snarl at you guys occasionally, like, oh, blah, 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 that's too far now. Come on. Nothing? Oh wow, I left for like 2 hours and he's still going. Look at the bottom right of the screen for me. You see what that number says? Do you think that 2 hours phases me at this point? Do you think that 2 hours honestly makes me even feel like a whiff of exhaustion? Do you look at that timer? Look at that timer right there. And then while you're at it, go look at all the videos that I've done and how long they've taken, and tell me if you think that 2 hours doing something is too much for me. Take a look at that little old timer down there. What's that say? 78 hours. That means that I have done 2 hours 39 times. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. I'm moving lucrative. Should have one more somewhere. Hello? Boomer's not sitting on it, is he? Hello? Is it possible? It's over 3 days and 6 hours at this point. What are you talking about? 70. Oh yeah, 24, 48, 72. Yeah, but like, it's also been over the course. I think I started the first stream of this February 1st. So that's almost like a month and a half at this point. Then again, February is a bit of a busted month, so I don't know. It's like a month and a couple of weeks. It's like a month and a week. Did I miss one down here or something? I ain't got no damn mushroom. The hell? That's a lot of gaming. Yeah, but like 2 hours, man. Don't say numbers like that, it's scary. What, 39? What's it gonna do to you? February isn't a month, it's a mindset, a toxic one. There we go. Yeah, February does suck. We're in the middle of false spring right now, where we're gonna get like 2-3 days of warm weather before it's gonna start snowing more at the end of this week. That's always fun. I mean, I guess it's better to have the false spring than to have never had it at all, right? Off topic, but do you think it's possible to complete the Critterpedia, at least partly in chronological order? No, because total catch requirements mean that you would need to, like, maybe you could do it with the first 5 bugs, but I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, the first things in the Critterpedia, in New Horizons anyway, is the butterflies, and stuff like the birdwing butterfly, the peacock butterfly, probably like the great purple emperor, the agrius butterfly, maybe the Madagascan sunset moth. Those are all going to require you to have caught at least like 20 bugs before they begin to spawn, and there's not 20 butterflies before those show up in the Critterpedia in that order before you'd have to get to them. So no, it's not possible. Same thing with fish, where I feel like you would need some sort of, like, I don't know, what's early in the Critterpedia? The koi might take 20 fish to have been caught. I mean, there's not even 100 fish in the Critterpedia, and some fish require 100 fish to have been caught, so no, it's not possible. Stuff like the coelacanth, the stringfish, requires 100. For bugs, the Hercules beetle, the golden stag, for example, take 100, and there's not 100 bugs either, so no. Is not possible. is not possible. Unless you catch 100 agrius butterflies. I mean, am I understanding the rules wrong? I thought that you could only catch something once, and then you have to move on to the next thing. But I suppose the rules are whatever I decide to do it. If I were to do a challenge like that, I don't think I will. If you can clone any person and have to live with them, who would it be? My girlfriend! I don't know. The person I already live with. What do you want me to say? George W. Bush? Like, oh, and like get like like, you want me to actually think about that question? Do you want me to actually give critical thought to that question? Oh, yeah, I want to see what he has to say. George W. Bush. And then I actually give you like a detailed breakdown of why I would... No. Good answer. Good answer. Yeah, dude. Like, how about, like, what are you doing? Oh my god, he's gonna smoke that later. What do you think I'm going to say? I'm gonna say the person I already live with. I'd pick yo mother. That's very rude of you. You're a very rude young man, you know that? You tell me you don't want to live with George W. Bush. Now watch this drive. The war in Iraq. The United States of America. No, I think I'd get driven a bit bonkers, to be honest with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn, man. What are you holding out on me? I am shocked I do not have a Rafflesia in this town. I suppose the only thing that I could do to make this town worse would be cut down the trees. I guess that's the only reason. I thought you'd say Paul McCartney. Bro, no, I'm not going to say any celebrity. I bet every celebrity, 95% of celebrities would be insufferable to live with because of, well, they're a celebrity. They're probably not a great person. So I wouldn't say any celebrity. I would probably choose somebody that I know in real life and I have the best understanding of what it would be like to live with that person. And in this case, I do live with somebody, so, and I know that I enjoy it, so why would I not pick, like, the person that I live with? Well, you think I'm gonna answer Paul McCartney? Bro, I was not even alive when Paul McCartney was around. I don't know anything about him. He's a Beatle. I absolutely would choose Joe Jonas. No, the hell you would not choose Joe Jonas. You would not choose Joe Jonas. You would pick somebody that you know. Would you really, honest to God, take a risk picking somebody that you know nothing about outside of whatever their public persona is like, running the risk, of course, that they're nothing like that persona if they were to actually live with you? Would you actually take that risk instead of just giving a safe answer? Like, oh, I don't know, my mother. Like, really? That's his persona, though. Bro, you guys do not know. You guys gotta be... No wonder you guys get so damn parasocial about celebrities. You think that how they act online is how they actually are. Look, maybe Joe Jonas is a good person. I don't know. I don't know anything about him. But it's no wonder you guys start getting, like, a little too weird around people that you think you know, but you don't actually. Because that's how you actually think that they are. Is no wonder. You guys start crushing on, like, damn Joe Jonas because you think that he's exactly like how he is on TikTok and on Instagram or whatever. Holy shit, what do you guys think about me? Now, I'm serious. Like, this is infuriating, actually. Who are you? Tabby. Yuck. This is actually pissing me off now. Bro, you would not actually choose Joe Jonas. I would warn you against doing so. But whatever. Live your life, I guess. Cares about old Dagnel things. He's just a curmudgeon. Oh, he's gotta stick up his butt all the time. Maybe, but whatever. When Joe Jonas drives you crazy 1 month into living with him, don't come crying to me. It's almost like they have an entire, like, PR team that shapes their public persona to make them look like down-to-earth, grounded, and humble people. It's almost like they have the money to afford to have a great public image. It's almost like their entire life is catered around them, and it creates this bubble of people who only speak highly of them, giving themselves a giant ego, and making it seem like the entire world does indeed revolve around them, because that's what they've been trained to do, probably ever since they were young, when they first showed signs of being able to show their talents to the entire world. They probably had some agent come at them from a young age and be like, hey, young man, we can really make something out of you. However, here's how I want you to live, exactly. And they did that for 20 years, diluted their way of thinking how the normal person lives their life, and then you want them to move in with you? No, I wouldn't run that risk, personally. No, I probably wouldn't run that risk. Look, I hate to be like the no fun guy sometimes, but sometimes you need the no fun guy in your life. And I'm so serious. I do hate being the no fun guy. But the amount of times that I feel like somebody needed to hear what the no fun guy thinks is high. Why are you doing this slow of a method for money? Because this debt is not all that much, so it doesn't need an incredibly lucrative way of making money. Thank you for looking out for your less hinged chatters and giving them a second opinion. I don't think that somebody's necessarily unhinged. I just think that people are not even like the chatter in question or anybody in here in particular, although I do think that this is the case for some of you, but not because of this conversation. I think that some people are just a little delulu. I think that some people are just a little bit... I think that you need somebody to like shake you, like you're like spiraling, and you need me to like, hey, come on, stay with me, man. You know, I think that you need that shake sometimes. I think that you need that. I can do that. I need that sometimes. But I think that that guy, you know, tunnel visioning is a thing. Oh, 100%, yeah. And I think that you need maybe a different perspective of somebody who is like jaded by the realities of life. And is just kind of like an overall miserable person. To let you know that, hey, you know, when things seem like they're too good to be true, they usually are. You know. Are we still accruing money by interest? No. Dagnel is grabbing us by the shoulder and shaking us until he is giving us whiplash and a mild headache. That's it. Yeah, but you need that sometimes, though. The way that people are about the HR actors is so weird. It really irks me. Yeah, you're telling me, man. You're telling me. Dagnel, the only sane man on Earth. I'm not the only sane man on Earth. In fact, I'm hardly sane. But, you know. Alright, we're almost there. Damn. One elegant mushroom would be so nice. Heated rivalry. Bro, that fucking show. I tried to give someone a reality check as their friend, and now we aren't friends anymore. Ain't it a son of a bitch, man? Ain't it a son of a bitch? Ain't it just a son of a bitch? People can't take criticism. That's sort of a whole nother issue entirely, though. But, yeah. If someone stops being friends with you because you gave them constructive criticism, it ain't worth it. Yeah, no, like, obviously. I mean, it's easy to say that, but, you know, I've been through this situation before. You try to think the best of your friends because they are your friend. If you are your friend's friend, then you will go to bat for them. But when it's like, you have an issue with them, you start to doubt yourself. You're like, damn, am I being an asshole here? And if they, I don't know, it's sort of a hard thing to navigate. And you certainly wouldn't want advice from a random guy playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on his Nintendo 3DS for it, but, you know. Time will go on, and you'll be like, yeah, wait, that was horrible. That guy was horrible. That person was horrible to me. Why did I stick around that long? Well, you cared about him. You have a bias towards liking them, you know, naturally. Anyone from an outside perspective of this relationship would be like, bro, what are you doing? Get away from that person. It's not so easy to see. Somebody said it earlier, you're tunnel visioned. Sort of like you can only see, like you're in your comfort zone, you know? Ooh, nice, 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 nice. No, you wouldn't happen to make it so that that was the premium item for today, right? Ooh, one more. You wouldn't happen to make it so that that was the premium item for today. Pants, great. Well, it was worth a try. $12,800. 155,000. Ooh, I think just one more day. Even if we get basic mushrooms this day, we should be able to get there. Even if we don't get the elegant or the... I haven't seen any other expensive mushroom other than the elegant one, but yeah. Even if we don't get that, we should be able to do it. Just 3K more. Because we pull in 3K with like basic mushrooms and the one piece of mushroom furniture, so yeah, definitely should be able to do this. We went from piss to maintenance clockwork issues to therapy. Alright, when the hell were we ever on piss, dude? When the hell were we ever talking about piss? Excuse me. If I can just... If I can interject here, may I ask when the hell we were ever talking about piss? Gaslighting me into thinking we were talking about piss. Fucked up. It's fucked up. Oh, we did get an elegant. Alright, well, that's all we need then. Alright, cool. We'll be done then. We'll be done with New Leaf. Every single day. I wish I had the enthusiasm to be more about this situation. That was me throwing confetti in the air, by the way. But I don't. I'm tired. I'm tired. Be happy to move on to New Horizons. And dude, if I'm happy to move on to New Horizons, something's wrong. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Alright. 10,000 for that. Wow. Couldn't have given me that, like, a few days earlier or something like that. Well, whatever. We have 165,000. Something or odd. It doesn't matter. We have well more than the 158,000. So we'll pay off that last debt. Talk to Tom. Get the expansion itself so that it's officially official. And then we'll begin New Horizons tomorrow. Probably. Turnips, please be better in New Horizons and not like the last 3 games. I mean, they were good in GameCube. They were great in GameCube. Wild World, City Folk, and yeah, I guess New... So I guess you do mean those 3 games, but yeah. Still. I don't feel like they were bad, but just... I don't know. That was depositing. I'm such a fucking maroon. Oh my god. I haven't even talked to him to actually get the debt to be able to pay off. What a fucking numpty. Our last day with Mr. Binky. Yep, before he gets fired into the middle of the sun. Oh well. Happens to the best of us. What are you doing here? Congratulations on your secret storeroom. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be sure to pay that off. What are you doing here, Pinky? I have something a surprise for you. I noticed that you're quite passionate about acquiring items for the home. As such, there's someone I think I'd like you to meet. What do you mean? What do you mean? I've asked her to lead a special seminar on remodeling for all of our local collectors. I prefer the term storage impaired. Oh, is this because I got the secret storeroom that unlocked Lottie? Okay, I'm not going to a seminar. Oh, I'm going to a seminar. I'm going to a seminar. Bro, I don't... I'm pressing every button to get me out. It's not working. Wow, your instincts are spot on. Next, I'll show you how to reposition furniture. An interior design challenge? Alright. I'm gonna pay off my debt now. Alright, and that is the last debt. Animal Crossing New Leaf. Paid off. Can we talk to Tom Nook without fanfare or seminars? Because, boy, if there's one thing in my life I've never been excited to go to, it's seminars. Boy, is that, like, the last thing that I've ever wanted to do in every single one of my, like, 10,000, almost 11,000 days on Earth. Boy, has there never been a single one of those that I've ever wanted to go to a seminar. If you have any questions regarding homeownership, feel free to talk to me or Lyle anytime. No. Bye. I'm going to pause the timer at 78 hours, 28 minutes, and 26 seconds. We're going to be back tomorrow with Animal Crossing New Horizons. And we'll... yeah, be back. So, goodbye to New Leaf. Farewell. And pull up the browser here. We've paid off the secret storeroom debt, meaning that we have now paid 14,081,000 bells of the 19,777,000, meaning we have the 5,696,000 bells from New Horizons remaining. And if you are curious how exactly we're going to tackle those, voila, here it is. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 debts, it looks like. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. We have 8 debts, and they will be paid off. The 10 is a Nook Miles goal. That's 5,000 Nook Miles. I don't know of any unique or creative ways to pay that off, so it will just be doing Nook Miles goals. I guess that in itself is sort of a unique debt, a unique way of paying the debt. Then we have 98,000 by shaking trees. Rocks for 198,000, 348,000 by bell trees. That'll be probably pretty grindy. Sea creatures, 548,000. Fish, 758,000. Bugs, 1,248,000. And then turnips, 2,498,000. For a total of 5,696,000 plus the 5,000 miles that you need for the first debt. And that is what we will begin tomorrow for Animal Crossing New Leaf, New Horizons. Thanks for being here today. I appreciate it. Be back tomorrow, probably, maybe. We'll see. Have yourselves a good rest of your day, and I'll see you then. Join the Discord, !Discord. Get notified when I go live. Thanks for being here. Have a good rest of your day, and I will see you all tomorrow. See you.